10 seconds remaining.
That's right, definitely starting things out on an interesting note. And Elder Titan being picked up, a hero that has Fiend, but if they end up doing smokes and things like that, it's still gonna be tough. Oh, I really like Garter's play here. He says Crystal Maiden is trying to get a free level 2. I'm just gonna stand in the jungle and there's nothing you can do about it.
Uh-oh, Misery's gonna be going down here in the bottom lane. That will be our first.
2 levels of Echo Stomp. You don't need more than that. 2 is gonna give you about just enough time to use your ultimate, the Earth Splitter.
Right.
And in most cases, a 3-second disable is plenty. So that's my guess.
Misery is possibly going to go down here once again. That's going to be clearing through the bigger ones. Oh, they're going to catch out Misery here. Garter once again comes in with his haste rune this time around, and Misery will go down. He's going to turn around and just try and get damage out on a Q, but the Cold Embrace keeps him alive, and Alka Barrage is going to be completely mitigated by the sheer number of spiders. But he's going to run into Q here, rapidly surrounding him with Broodlings. Throw out the Splinter Blast, and oh, the last bit of nuke damage is enough to be able to finish him off. Puppey throws out the stomp, but it doesn't catch Shiki either.
They dive it.
He still has that Arctic Burn to try and fly away. He does get stunned up, but he's ready to throw out that Q and see if he can get out. Splinter Blast. Oh, he actually goes for the Cold Embrace to start things off, but he's just going to get bursted down by the magic damage.
Man, I was about to criticize Puppey for not having a single point in his aura yet. It's about 40% of the effectiveness with 1 skill point. He finally grabbed it, so he's going to be fine. It doesn't need his ultimate, but he's got 3 levels of Echo Stomp here. It's pretty so important, obviously. Clockwork's got Hook. Hopefully Brammy doesn't catch another Catapult, but it's looking pretty good right now. He's going to go on Envy.
Eternal Envy just puts himself on the front line, has that mech, but he needs to be able to get it off. Does get it off alongside the Magic Wand, but he still ends up going down to the Focus Fire of CDEC. Speaking of Focus Fire, that's where we
team fights when they actually start.
When do you think he starts like getting that ult? Oh, Pilot Eye is going to be picked off. Runs right into the ward. He was hoping to be able to get a counter ward. He's actually going to get some distance away, perhaps enough to be able to ensure a counter kill, but he's certainly dead. Now Puppey actually kind of runs in, does get caught as well. Eternal Envy in from the side, but the mech keeps everyone from CDEC still healthy, while meanwhile Aggressive is actually trying to chase down Weeha. Might be able to catch up to him as he pops the drums and everything else. Hook shot over on the side onto Eternal Envy. If they pick off this Razor again, Eternal Envy is going to be so far behind in farm and sure out of the way of XC. Aggressive does provide the space and they lock down Eternal Envy, but this time around it's underneath the tier 2 tower. They just throw everything they have to be able to pop him, and they are successful. Cold Embrace, actually Weeha's going to be locked down by the Winter's Curse. Aggressive moves forward. Missile is going to be able to land on Weeha, but it's not going to be enough damage by itself, and Aggressive has to try and get out of here. Meanwhile, XD hit by the stomp. Cold Embrace does save him. Now a mech keeps him alive through the new power shot, right through the heart of the Clockwork, and he does go down, but Puppey is the trade-off, and CDEC still easily winning these fights.
They just have such strong hero if he doesn't stomp for a couple seconds afterwards. If that's the case, he can definitely blink away.
Well, Team Secret ready with a response here. They're definitely losing this game in the first 20 minutes, but and yet they have yet to take a tier 1. Pilot Eye is going to be snagged up here in the top lane. XC found that opening with a great rocket flare. Pilot Eye's TP cut short.
Nice little gank there. XC from the item is definitely going to be weakened. With that said, there's not really a good solution otherwise.
Yeah, Garter's going to get picked off. At the very least, you could say it gives you a bit of strength. Aggressive
power and a lot of solo kill potential. The medallion is still a great item for killing people.
The Aegis just went down. They know this is the opportunity to be able to pop Eternal Envy straight up. He gets a force staff over to the side, but not going to escape. The last raise and rocket will help finish him off. Puppey, the next hero. No, they have to back. He's going to commit for the tier 1 tower, but oh no! Puppey gets a beautiful Echo Stomp, takes the deny, and now Shiki will get turned around as Weeha completes his TP. Then Q is going to be caught by another stomp here. He gets the slow and a pylon dive, but Call Down actually catches Puppey. Aggressive committing for that one, but Eternal Envy's here for the turnaround. Weeha's already cleaned up the support behind Aggressive, so he's left alone, a man in the island. Tries to go for Puppey, but he just gets ripped apart by Team Secret. Weeha is actually going to be forced back. Misery, meanwhile, taking that tier 3 tower, and XD just desperate to try and stop it.
Oh, it gets a shackle. Ogre is really strong, guys. He might survive here. There's this.
Oh, is he going to turn it around? Is that enough damage? Weeha, he's going to tick, 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 but I don't think the Ignite's going to be enough, so he will survive.
It's going to be close. 22 HP there for Weeha. I'm sure you're scared about that one. Ignite, a very good skill. He did have level 4 as well, so it does 400 damage with 4 skill points. It's a really good skill.
Look at poor XD. He's just like using everything in his arsenal. Battery Assault, Rocket Flare. Doesn't regen.
Can we just give Misery props here? He went 0-3 in his lane, and he's the top net worth fight.
Eternal Envy, yeah, they're smoked up right now. They're going to go jump on XC with a focus fire. That's going to be easy. Quick kill, or maybe not. The Cold Embrace, and they do have the stun onto Eternal Envy. Sheikah's going to let loose that ultimate. Winter's Curse right on top. They're throwing everything they have at Eternal Envy, and they should be able to get him, but is there a turnaround from Team Secret? They hit that Elder Titan ultimate in the background. Misery committing for aggressive. Gets locked inside the coach. No, he actually gets out aggressive. He's getting away with the Glimmer Cape. They multicasted up Misery, but he still wants the Gyrocopter so badly, and he will have him. The nuke comes down now. It's just the right click. Turns another one into babies. And Misery just controlling this game. Shiki dies in a flame, and there goes CDEC. They're gone, only for 2 of Team Secret, Razor and Crystal Maiden, the only 2 who go down, and that's going to be CDEC forced into buybacks potential, or maybe just giving up this melee ranks. They only have 2 buybacks against 3 heroes. It may not even be worth it.
Ooh, a missed glyph there. That was it. Actually had backdoor protection. They could have saved that. Watch, as soon as this ends, they've still got backdoor. What a waste.
Backdoor protection now going to fall as the creeps move forward, but that's going to be melee ranks down. CDEC, they say if we buy back...
Eternal Envy's stats aren't very good this game. I really feel like he's accomplishing a lot. He's forcing his opponents to spend a lot of spells on him, and I'm glad he didn't get BKB for that reason.
Oh, look at that, the zoning ultimate. CDEC, they know they have to get that hook shot. It even gets interrupted. XE was hoping for the big YOLO play, but that's not going to happen here. Eternal Envy, are they going to throw everything they have on him once again? Remember, he's got a pipe picked up. You can't just throw magic damage at this Razor anymore.
He's barely able to throw it on my
Oh, the jump in, slow, Misery, pops out the webs, and is going to try and lock down one of these heroes. Glimmer Cape buys some time, XE takes some extra damage. Weehaw goes for the Jackal shot, maybe just a power shot to finish him off. Cold Embrace keeps him alive for a little bit longer. They do get the Winter's Curse, but doesn't catch Weehaw, throws out the hook shot, but he dies in the process of getting to him. And now Misery just keeps running forward. That BKB slowing down Garter will catch Q instead. That'll be his second kill, going to Team Secret. Now the stun onto Shiki right in front of the fountain. Don't think Team Secret can force that fight just yet, but what they can do is turn around and take this second lane of Brax.
Not really that much they can do about this. They can spam Ignites, I guess, maybe some long-range races.
Oh, but what a shackle shot! Weehaw sees the opportunity. Gyrocopter just crumples. So too's the Ogre Magi fall. And Shiki, he's left alone against all of this and will die. And that's it. CDEC call it for game number 1. They had the kill advantage early on, but Team Secret just knew how to play this game through and through. Split push, found way more farming opportunities, and just got themselves a rather large lead.
It's maybe one solution against the hyper-aggressive. We saw this a lot at TI5 as well. Some of the Chinese teams would group up and they'd go around the map together, and it was really hard to teamfight them. The solution is know where they are at all times using heroes like Bounty Hunter, and then you just don't go there. And then you will out-farm them, and Brood is a perfect example of that. It's an offlaner that can completely